All right, so we got people starting to come in. As soon as we get a few more people in here, we'll go ahead and start. Um, the interesting press conference, that's for sure. There was definitely some things he said that has got the market excited. You can see here the SPY popped up. It's actually right up to this downtrend. So, what's up, Daniel B? It looks like it's trying to break over the current little downtrend, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna let a couple more people get in here. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then once we got like one or two more people in here, I'll start on my thoughts on everything. I'm down quite a bit on all my swings at the moment, but I don't think it's over. I'm still up on TVIX, but no, I'm still holding AYTU. Still holding it. I'm gonna talk about all this in a second. So I know it sounds crazy, but we'll we'll talk about it all. See, I'm curious if this is gonna hold right here. It's really trying to go above 270 on the SPY, but it looks like it's having some issues right now. So anyway, we'll go ahead and start. A lot of headlines, a lot of things that Trump said, and the bottom line is he did declare a state of emergency. So I think with him declaring a state of emergency, I think this is another short-lived move up on the SPY. I think that everything is going to come back down some more, and then next week, the markets are probably going to be down for a little bit because I don't see declaring a state of emergency as a good thing. I mean, it's good because they're taking action to try to fix what's going on, but at the same time, investors know that it's a state of emergency, so it's like we're not out of the woodworks yet, obviously. Some of the good things he talked about, he said they're waiving interest rates on government federal loans, so student loans, things like that. That I think is kind of neat. I don't know how much of a stimulus package that actually is. I think people were expecting more of a stimulus package. He did get Target and Walmart and CVS and Walgreens all them together, and they're working to have extra places to set up for testing and things like that. A lot of it sounds good, and you can see that it's popping the SPY up, but I don't. Like I said, I think this is still kind of a band-aid on a broken arm at the moment. Because I mean, we yesterday it was all panic and chaos, and now today it's like the market's acting like it's rainbows. I don't think it's over that quick. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really doubt it. I mean, everything is still closed. Disney World's closed. Disneyland, all these major places are closed. Target and Walmart, they did say they're still going to stay open during these times. Um, to me, it seemed like a good strategic move to bring those companies together because those are big companies and they're all public on the stock market. So you bring them all together and say they're working together and they're going to do this and do that. You're going to get some boost. Like I guarantee if we look at Walmart. Actually, I'm going to look at Google because Google's got a website they're working on. So I guarantee, yeah, you can see there Google popped straight up. So I'm sure Walmart and Target and all those are just like that. But I think this is short-lived. I mean, this is the weekend, so I doubt people will be holding that much over the weekend. And some of this still could be that Fed money they're pumping in. I mean, for the good of the country, if this actually is going to be the reversal and turnaround, that's great. But like I said, I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're to that point. I think we still have more to drop on the SPY. I mean, it's like I said, the downtrend is here on the 20-year, and it's hitting that downtrend line right now. So it's possible it could break above, but I just don't see it yet. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel quite yet. We're still a ways away. But all that being said, it at least was something. At least something is trying to get done. There was a few pharmaceutical companies. I think I don't know if it was the CEO. I wasn't really paying that close attention to what the titles of the different people speaking was, but he was one of the heads of Roche, and he was talking about the test kits, and they're going to try to roll those out. I know my big swing on AYTU is because of their test kits, but I think they still can get it. I mean, of course, some people sold off. People are like, this is what's going to happen. I mean, this is exactly what's going to happen. They hear this good news and they're going to be like, okay, so Roche is going to get all the test kits. Well, you can't guarantee that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different things that can happen. So, wind's blowing hard. So, it's about to rip my screen door off the door. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was loud. But anyway, I don't think Roche is going to be the only supplier of test kits. Now, I know Trump said some things like, 5 million test kits is probably too many. We're not going to need that many. We don't want to test everybody. Kind of think that may be a mistake, because anybody who comes probably should get tested, because you need to make sure that everybody doesn't have it, or it's just going to keep spreading. But that's just test kits. We still don't have a vaccine. There's probably not going to be a cure because it's a virus, but we still don't have a vaccine. There's plenty of these pharmaceutical companies that could get a vaccine working or something. So I think it's too early, even with this positive news and positive momentum in the market today. I think it's too early to start jumping ship on things. Because we got to see, I mean, it's going to take time for all these policies and stuff that they're doing to go into effect as well. So, but anyway, my swings, I'm still holding all of them. I'm down on all of them. I don't even want to look at them today. I think they could easily turn around and start going back up next week. I mean, right now we're on the positive momentum train at the current moment, but all it's going to take, like, as scary as investors have been, as soon as something bad comes out, the market instantly dumps, and it's been doing that. And then investors have been investing in the companies with possible vaccines and possible tests and all that stuff. So I think we're going to stay in this same downtrend for probably, I don't know, maybe, I think what Trump says, next 8 weeks will be critical. So we might not be in a bear market for 5 or 6 years. It might not be a recession, but we're definitely still going to be in a downtrend for at least probably 4 or 5 weeks, maybe longer. It's hard to say. That was a pretty decent press conference, but and they're buying they're purchasing oil reserves. That's cool, I guess. I mean, why not purchase them? They're really cheap right now, so. But yeah, I'm gonna hold my swings till next week. See what they're doing next week, and then if it doesn't look like, if it looks like the market's gonna rebound and the swings that I'm holding are not going to work out, then I'll probably start cutting losses, or I'll start locking in profits and looking other places. But that's that's pretty much it. This is my thoughts. If you guys have any thoughts or want to discuss anything, we can go ahead and discuss anything. Because I'll do a stream for about 15 more minutes. Like I said, nothing's gonna happen in this afternoon. It's Friday, and you see that's the SPY hitting and starting to come back down a little bit. That'll be the true test. Let's see if that. Did anybody ever find the Roche Holdings stock besides? Oh, I guess that is it. Yeah, you can see there from 315 up to 375. And that was basically just off of them talking and saying they got a bunch of test kits coming. So, but it is an OTC markets because it's not an American company. But yeah, I probably wouldn't want anything to do with that. Just because it is an OTC stock, they are a little bit harder to control. And you actually see on TVIX right now, this downtrend that has been happening all day is starting to reverse. So I think, like I said, I don't think we're out of the woodworks yet. I think today was a good little boost for the market to keep it from completely crashing out, but I still feel like we're going down lower. So any questions or comments or concerns? Daniel B., I know you want to yell at me right now for still holding all my swings. I can feel it. I can feel you glaring. If you're if you're even still in here, you might have left the stream and not even want to hear me talk right now, but I can feel it though. I can feel the glaringness of me holding these swings this long, but especially while they're all as down as much as they are. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna give them a chance till and into next week to at least see if we get in that same market that we've been in where they've been. All the coronavirus stocks have been ripping. Because too, all it's gonna take. Okay, cause all it's gonna take is like one bad thing to come out. But like I said, we're in a state of emergency. Shouldn't be really a good thing. You're surprised? Yeah, I mean, I am down quite a bit. I'm probably down about $500 amongst all my swings, except for TVIX. But even if they didn't come out with this press release today, I was kind of expecting it because we've been having these sell-offs on Friday for a lot of these coronavirus stocks, and then Monday and Tuesday they start popping up again. So at least there's some direction though. Now, like this morning, there's just like no direction, and last night, just like, well, what is going to happen? Where are we going with the coronavirus and stuff? And now at least they've got some type of plan in place, and it seems like we'll pull out of this. It's not the end of the world like a lot of people were saying it was. They thought it was it. My chat's delayed. Oh, yeah, my chat must have a delay. I forgot to put the latency down. That's my fault. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream or not because I didn't know how long that conference was going to last, but so I just popped the stream up real quick and hit the start streaming. I didn't look at that setting, so that's my bad. So yeah, there probably is like a 30 or 40 second delay. But I'm only going to do a stream for about 10 more minutes just to see if the SPY is going to keep trying to climb or if it's going to give up and go back down. because the question will be, if by chance the SPY does start reversing, they could take weeks. You could be right about that. They might not ever rebound. It's hard to say. But they could come out with press releases next week and start ripping to the sky. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to make any moves yet. I don't want to prematurely get out of these because it is Friday and they always go lower on Fridays anyway. But if next week they look like they're not gaining any type of momentum, then I'll probably start cutting losses if I have to. And we'll see. The SPY is still trying to break above that downtrend. I just can't imagine the market rebounding back to where it was within a few days just because of a few little things that will help, but it doesn't seem like good enough reason to. But everything's green. Well, no, everything is. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, I was gonna say everything's got to be green right now. I don't know if market conditions change next week, then I will switch up my strategy and try some other things. But I mean, this is my first market crash. So, well, I mean, I was younger when the recession happened, but I wasn't trading stocks at that point. I didn't know anything about the stock market then. So this is my first market crash with actual being in it. So I'm learning. I'm learning about this. If I end up taking losses on these swing trades, then I paid for courses. I paid for real life experience in courses. That's how I'm going to look at it. It may sound stupid, but it is what it is. Because, like I said, this is a new experience for me as well. But everything, all my thoughts and stuff is all off of charts and indicators, not so much the news headlines. Like until a news headline comes out and says, so what does it say? Until a news headline comes out and says that there's a vaccine and it's being spread and the coronavirus is being beat back, then I just don't see the market rebounding that hard. Because there's other underlying factors too within the stock market. So like I said, it is what it is. If I end up losing $500 or $1,000 on these swing trades, and that's it is what it is. I'll make it back. But sometimes you just gotta go for it. And I'm going for it. I could be very conservative right now and just sit back and not do anything. Play real tight and close, but I think if I've got a chance to make some bigger money and grow a couple of these accounts, including the small account challenge, if I'm right about AYTU and a couple of these swings, then it'll work. It'll be worth it. If not, then it's like I said, it's a lesson learned. Oh, that's Microsoft I'm looking at. Okay, I thought I was still looking at the SPY. So why does the SPY got that on there? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people's worried about their jobs and all that stuff like that. So I don't like this press release really boosted the market more than I honestly thought it was going to. I didn't think it was going to do this much. I mean, it's not like it's a whole lot. I mean, it didn't like rebound a whole ton, but I'm surprised it even did what it did. So that's what I'm saying. I still don't know at this point, but I still think that we're in a downtrend and it's going to continue on. I think we got a while. So but yeah, we'll give the stream 5 more minutes. You guys got any thoughts on anything? I'd love to hear them because it's all different. I don't remember uh, a, a a virus or anything going around when the recession happened. I could be wrong. Maybe it was SARS or bird flu or something. I don't really remember because that's been a while back. But I don't remember there being a virus because that's what started this whole market crash was that virus, was coronavirus. So, but the recession, I can't remember what started it. See where TVIX is at. TVIX is around 340 currently. TVIX, even though the SPY kind of rebounded, if you look at TVIX on the 30-minute, TVIX is still on an uptrend. It's come up, it came down and bounced there, and it's way up last night to 472. So it just looks like it's coming back down a little bit to the maybe this 200 day, and then maybe it'll bounce again, or most likely it'll bounce again. The TVIX, the only thing that I'm up on at the current moment. But we'll see what happens next week. I think the closer we kind of start getting to a bottom, we might start looking for potential plays to get into, some of the bigger plays. I know some of you are keeping an eye on Tesla to see if it gets down to that $200 range or maybe even $300 range. I'm not opposed to that. I think that's probably a pretty good spot. I definitely say any tech stocks. Excuse me. I think any tech stocks, when we get down lower, like I said, I think we still got some ways to go down before the market starts rebounding, but any tech stocks I believe will be pretty good ones to get in, especially ones with dividends. Now, in a down market like this, if we do really go into a recession and all that, I don't know how many dividend companies will continue paying dividends while the market is down that low. I think companies are still paying out dividends as of now. I haven't seen anything where people are saying that they're not paying or that companies aren't paying dividends. So I got this on the wrong chart. Let's see. So if you do have a big portfolio of dividends and they stop paying out for a little bit, eventually they will start paying again once the market rebounds. But stocks that pay dividends pretty consistently, if you can get discount deals on them later, I want to clarify that because I said in my video last night there was YouTubers telling people to buy stocks now, but I don't think it's the time to start buying. I'm saying once we get down lower, on the SPY. Once we're, down to Daniel B's guesstimate level, because I think we will get down close to there, if not maybe even further. But you definitely, once we get there, we will start taking a look at some of these. Oops. It's on my other, I think it's on my other account that I can't remember some of these ticker symbols right off my head. Let's see how AMD is. AMD's a pretty strong stock, because even during this drop here, this coronavirus drop, it still hasn't dropped that far. So AMD's a pretty strong company to be able to handle the drops like that. See, Nvidia was all the way down to 213. But I'd like to see Nvidia down at like 167 area once we start crashing again. That would be a pretty good area. And of course Microsoft, I was looking at earlier. Microsoft dropping some, but if Microsoft could get down to that $100-$105 area right in here, that would be a pretty good buying area, I think. So when we get to that time, we'll start looking at them and seeing where they're at and seeing what kind of deals. We'll do some extra. We might do some extra live streams here and there where we're just throwing ideas around and researching, looking, trying to find the best discount deals. Because I know right now a lot of the cruise lines and all that, I don't even know the ticker symbols for any of those. Let's see, what was that one? There was one today that was dropping quite a bit. Oh, the Energy Corp company went way up. I don't know, but we'll start doing some research, so when we do get to that bottom, we can find some stocks to get in for discount prices. But as of now, we just gotta wait until next week to see what next week brings. See if the market's gonna crash over the weekend, or if it's gonna rebound, or what it's gonna do. And we'll find out Monday. So we'll be back here Monday in the morning for maybe Money Monday. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be a Money Monday or not. We'll see. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate everybody. You guys have a great weekend. And until Monday.